Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dyno Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing, I know I'm a little bit late on this, but trust me, this video is well worth it. I'm going to be showing you guys the 10 vehicles that came into the Los Santos Tuners update inside of GTA 5 Online. You guys will see all my cars here. I'm going to be going through and using every single car in the street race system and kind of showing you guys how well they work, if I would recommend you guys getting them, if I wouldn't recommend you guys getting them, kind of so that you guys aren't buying all these cars, upgrading, and then you're saying, man, this car sucks. I wish I would have saved my money. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing, and I'll also be giving a rating from 1 to 10 on how well I like them, so this is my opinion. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get straight on into this. If you guys go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you guys do drop a like, and also if you guys are brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you guys enjoy gaming content. I'll be uploading a little more, hopefully with the GTA content, maybe with this update. Have another video out soon, hopefully, showing my auto garage is what I'm planning on getting, and then kind of working towards all that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into the ratings. First up, we have the Dyno Jester RR. Now, this vehicle is probably going to be my most favorite vehicle of them all. I absolutely love this thing. It is the easiest to control, I think, in my opinion. When you whip a corner and you got to hit the gas, it goes. When you got to hit your brakes, it brakes. A lot of these cars you're going to be seeing in the next couple of races, it kind of seems like you have to use your e-brake a lot more than you can your brakes. This vehicle, if you want to use your e-brake, you can. If you want to use your brakes, your normal left bumper, you can. Both of them work, and the gas is amazing. It just guns you in whatever direction you got to go. I think the look of it is amazing. And when you're going to be racing, I've almost seen, I would say about 90 to 95% of people, either they use their custom Jester, or if they don't have it, they're just using the stock Jester because they know this car is just, it's purely amazing. So I would give this car a 10 out of 10 on the cars that I like, and I would highly recommend you get this vehicle the second you have the money. I believe it's like $2 million, a little under $2 million to buy. So if you have that money, or if you're kind of just playing missions and jobs and you get that money, I'm telling you, buy this car, slowly start upgrading it, and you're going to love this vehicle. Next up, we have the Vapid Dominator GT, or GTT. This car, I would say, is less for the racing and more for just the car show looks. It looks amazing. It drives okay. I think this is more of your quarter mile kind of car, or like just straight line, mile long race car. The races where you're going to be drifting a lot, I would not recommend, because if you are very good at the e-brakes and you learn it very well, maybe you can go for this car. But me personally, I'm not really the e-brake kind of car guy unless it's a car that you have to use it. I'm more of the left bumper, being able to just slow down and then kind of whip the corner, punch the gas, and go. That's why I like the Jester more. The Dominator is very good, I would say, for your straight line, shoot down the road kind of vehicle. If you're going to be a kind of guy that's going to be drifting around corners, racing, or even just driving it around normally inside of GTA Online, I recommend you get this car, but don't be thinking you're going to be whipping corners very easily. So I would give this a proper 6.5 out of 10. Next car we have is the Anis Yoros, or Anis Yoros, however you want to pronounce it. Costs about $1.8 million. It's a very nice kind of sporty car, I would say. It's okay at drifting. It's got a lot of speed to it. I'm a little upset because this is, I believe, a 350Z or a 370Z in real life, and it is the car from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which is a very favorite movie of mine, in my opinion. And I was hoping to put on the skin or the livery that comes with it, but you have to be like insanely high level within the race or level, or the racing level for the LS car meet. So I'm going to have to earn that. But anyways, it's going to be a car that if you are looking for just kind of having fun racing around, it's a good car. I would say get it. I would say if you're going to be looking for a really, really fast car, maybe not lean this way. This car isn't really the fastest sporty car, I would say. If you're looking for a sport car that's going to go quick, I recommend going more for the LG GTR is what I would probably recommend, even though you can't use it in this game or in the races. But proper rating I would give this for this car is a 7 out of 10. I believe it's a fair rating. Next up, we have the Karen Calico GTF. This vehicle is kind of along the same lines as the Euros. I would say it's not the fastest car. I don't even know if I could fit it under the sports car. I believe it's not even in there in the sports car. This is more like a sedan in my opinion. So I wouldn't get it more for the fastness. It's a pretty good drift car. I will say that. I had a little trouble understanding how to use it at first, but after a couple more races, I got the hang of it. But I would say whenever it comes to the speed, even after it's fully upgraded, it's not really the fastest vehicle in the tuners update. I would lean more for some of the other vehicles. But drifting wise, it's okay. It could use a little more speed, I think. If Rockstar does kind of buff and nerf their vehicles, I guess you could say, I would say this is a vehicle that's going to need a buff. On the speed, just a tad bit, and the drifting, I think, needs to be fixed a tad bit, but if they want to leave it the same, I guess I can kind of learn it a little bit, and it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. So I would rate it, in my opinion, I'd probably put it as a 5 out of 10, but that's just my opinion. Next up, we have the Karen Futo GTX. This is probably a top car for me whenever it comes to drifting, because it's good at drifting when you know how to use it. And there is, I believe, a Futo, or like a stock Futo, that you can get off the streets and you can get off of the Southern San Andreas auto site and get an upgrade, which that car is good at drifting. But this car here, not so much. I don't know what it is with this car. Every time I go to whip a corner, I feel like if I whip a corner just the taddest bit a little bit too far, I lose control of this car, and it does a full 360, sometimes 720, and I'm in a ditch and I don't know how to get out. So I would say this car is not the best if you don't know how you're drifting. If you're going straight ahead, even then, it's not really the best. I feel like this is the kind of car that you're going to have to practice driving and you're going to have to get used to. It's not a car that you could just get in and just completely dominate races like the Jester can. This is a car that you're going to need to learn, and you're going to need to understand it before you can just go out and start smoking people. So, quick and easy, I would give this car a 4 out of 10. Not the greatest car, not my kind of car I want to drive, but if you know how to drift very well, and you don't mind the car being a little bit too slow, and you think you can make up for that with some sick drifting, go for it. Next up, we have the Annis ZR350, which, if you guys do not know, this is either, don't quote me, but I believe it's either the RX-5 or the RX-7 in real life. Amazing car in real life. I have seen them in person. Never driven one in person. I would like to. But the car itself is pretty good on the speed. Drifting wise, it's not really a drift car. This car is more for a little bit of a wide turn to where you can kind of take it in a little slow, punch it around that corner, and just keep moving along. It's not really the kind of car you're going to see that's going to be drifting each and every corner like you're in Tokyo Drift. This is the kind of car that you're going to see on the quarter mile race to the finish type of street. Not the best car in GTA. In real life, I would take this car any day of the week. But in GTA, it ain't it. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have the RT3000. Now, this vehicle, for those of you who do not know, it is the Honda 2000 in real life. Very good car, very good at kind of going from 0 to 60. Drifting, however, just doesn't cut it in my opinion. I would get it for the looks if you guys were looking to spend your money there. But when you're looking at the racing aspect, I would not spend my money here. I would maybe keep it for the looks. There is a lot of cool options you can do inside the body shop. But when it comes to going out there on the racetrack and trying to win some races, this one just doesn't cut it. I'd say a 5.5 out of 10 would do it for me. Next up, we have the Volkar Warner HKR. Now, this is more of a kind of truck vehicle. I'm going to be blatantly honest. If you're trying to get a vehicle for the racing, why did you get this vehicle? It is horrible. When it comes to racing, it has absolutely no speed. I mean, hello, it's a truck. It ain't going to have speed. It's got the very bare minimums when it comes to drifting. And the looks are okay. So I would say stay away from this vehicle if you're kind of getting vehicles for me. But if you preference this vehicle, go for it. For me, I wouldn't go anywhere near it. I'm on the edge of selling it, but I only have it for showcase purposes to show you guys the vehicle. But overall, it's going to be the lowest one out of every single vehicle, 2 out of 10. Next up, we have the Remus. Now, this car is, I would say, the #1 drift car inside of the tuner update. And other than drifting, I mean, it's about all it's got. The drifting is really, 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 really good. But the speed is really, 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 really bad. If the speed was something that you could control a little bit better, because it's not like one of those speeds where like it gets up there. It feels like it takes forever to get up there to 100 miles an hour. And then by the time you get there, you already ready to have to slam your e-brake and try to drift around that corner. And most of the time, you don't want to be going 100 around that corner. You want to be able to be up at 100 and then be ready to kind of slow down to like a 50, 60, check your corner, and whip it around there. So that's just my opinion. Overall, the drifting is good. The speed is not. 6 out of 10 is where I'm going with this. Next up, and the last one for the update vehicles, we have the Tailgater S. Now, I believe there's already a Tailgater vehicle in the game, but this is the Tailgater S. Kind of like the Mark II version of it, I guess you could say. And I would say this is absolutely an upgrade from the first one, because I went back and drove the first one, and this is definitely an upgrade from it. And I absolutely love it for the fact that it drives a little bit the way the Jester did. It was very good on the speed, very good at just being able to slow down, take the corners, and I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to go from 0 to 100 real quick, and then when I see a hard left or a hard right, I can slam the brakes and just check my corner and then get back up to 100 without any problems. Those are the kind of vehicles I like. These are the kind of vehicles I'm going to buy, and I recommend you get this vehicle. I recommend the Jester, I recommend the Tailgater, and like I said, if you're a drifter, you can go with the Remus and you can go with the Futo, but that's just up to your opinion on how you drive your vehicles. And also the Euros is good and the Dominator is good, but finishing it off, I would rate the Tailgater at a proper 8 out of 10 for the fact that it drives very well for my liking. But other than that, that is going to conclude the list of these 10 vehicles. So hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys do go ahead and do me a solid and drop a like on today's video. Make sure you guys do that if you did enjoy. Comment down below what your favorite vehicle from this update was. And make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. It'd be very much appreciated if you guys did so. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every single time I post a video here on the channel. If you guys want to go ahead and get anything from my sponsors, you guys can click the links down in the description. And also, if you guys want to follow me on my Instagram or TikTok, we're trying to get to 30,000 followers over there on TikTok. And I would like to start kind of growing my Instagram a little more. I only got about 200 followers. I'd like to get 1,000 by the end of the year. Can we make it happen? We'll see. But without further ado, it's been your boy Dyno Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.